see. Is he the a-hole for refusing to go nude at his brother's wedding?
Yeah, so this was yeah.
Let that wash over you for 1 second.
I'm processing.
Is he the a-hole for refusing to go nude at his brother's wedding?
So he says, my brother doesn't understand why I won't come to his work naturist resort for his wedding, and I want to know if I'm an a-hole. My philosophy is that I don't care what others do as long as someone isn't hurting or infringing on my rights or the rights of others. Whatever consenting adults do in their private lives is none of my concern. This extends to my brother and his fiancée being naturists. Now, they invited us to their wedding, and here's the thing. I don't know about his fiance's family, but some of my siblings and cousins or their spouses are also uncomfortable. My parents are no longer with us, and I can't ask them for advice. I'm wanting to get off my chest how I feel about my brother and not understanding my discomfort with this. I don't take issue with them being angry, or I do take issue, with them being angry that I won't attend their wedding because they're having their wedding and reception at a naturist resort. They met there, and I understand it holds significance for them. And I even checked if nudity is a requirement for the ceremony and reception or if it's a regular wedding attire. It is a requirement to be nude, though, just like all other times at the resort. I've even offered to pay for a separate reception for them, but somehow this just made them angrier. So am I an a-hole for not wanting to attend my brother's wedding nude? Because I'm not comfortable being nude in front of a large crowd of strangers, either at the wedding or in the resort, period. I was even asked to be a bridesmaid, even though I don't know my brother's fiancé well enough to be friends. I'm definitely not comfortable walking up the aisle arm in arm with a groomsman I've never met when we're both nude, or standing in front of everyone during this ceremony, or being in all the photographs when I'm nude. My brother's fiancé said if she looked like me, she would go nude all the time, but it's not about that. And I'm not saying being a naturist is wrong. I'm not saying they shouldn't get married at the naturist resort. I'm just saying I'm uncomfortable with attending the wedding if I'm required to be nude for it.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to a wedding nude. I think that is, listen, it's your day. You can do whatever you want. If you want to be butt naked up there exchanging vows and the only thing you're wearing is a ring, more power to you. But you can't expect your guest to be comfortable with that decision and to do it. If that's what you want, fine. But you're not allowed to get mad at family and friends when they don't want to attend a wedding naked.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. And to me, I feel like the only equivalent I can make to this is if you're going to attend some kind of religious ceremony and you expect everyone to participate in that in some capacity. Like maybe you're Jewish and you're attending a different religious ceremony, and during that you have to participate in some way. But those aren't your beliefs. That's not your religion. And nobody would ever force you to do something like that. So why is it considered rude for me to not want to go naked at a nudist resort?
Listen, as a man who once lost a bet and had to attend a nudist colony myself, it was hard enough to do that around people I've never seen or will never have to see again. There's no way I'm doing that around friends, family, and I don't even understand the philosophy of expecting your guests to do that and then being mad if they don't want to. And how does this work? Do you invite family?
Well, yeah, it's your wedding.
So you inviting your parents?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So,
they gotta be naked too?
Cassie said in that their parents are no longer with them.
Oh, okay. So, but you inviting friends and family, and you expecting everybody to be nude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Because for them, it's not a big deal. They're naturalists, so they just walk around naked all the time, so they don't think it's a big deal. But it's very important to them. It's where they met. So when they're inviting their closest people, they're like, "This is going to be no big deal for you to celebrate us that way."
Nope, not going to do it.
More power to you.
I love my brother dearly. There's a lot of things I would do for my brother. Attending his wedding naked is not one of them.
Absolutely not. I wonder if they could wear those T-shirts that have the outline of somebody's body on it. What if you wore one of those big beach T-shirts and it had just a drawing of somebody else's boobs on it? Would that be disrespectful, or is that kind of being tongue in cheek of I do not want to be here naked, but I'm trying to be respectful?
No, that's a new fashion trend now. There are plenty of fashion designers, and they do women's silhouettes, full bush, the whole thing. You can see all of it. And it's right there, and it's very high fashion couture. You could totally bust that out at a wedding.
Oh yeah,
or you can do your Panama City beach boobies.
I want to see you with a polka dot bikini on.
Would y'all go if it wasn't a requirement to be nude, so you don't have to be, but you know that half the wedding will be?
Oh, I would go.
For the story? Yes.
Yeah.
I would still be uncomfortable.
100%.
I'll be uncomfortable next to cousin Jimmy or whatever, And like, is it all adults? Like, that's another thing. Like,
It has to be.
It has to
I'm
be
sure
adults,
it has
right?
to be 18 plus.
I was about to say, I'm like, then I really don't feel comfortable.
Being naturist is like, there's nothing, it's non-sexual, but because it is nudity, I would assume you have to be at 18 at least.
Yeah.
If not 21.
The Bert Show.